Welcome to the Gildan New Mexico Bowl as part of Capital One Bowl Mania. Mountain West meets Conference USA, Colorado State, and Marshall. We're in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the land of enchantment and dream-style stadium, nearly a mile above sea level. There's Doc Holliday, the head coach for Marshall, 4-0 as a head coach in bowl games. Davis sends this one into the air, and out of the end zone, Marshall will take it out at the 25-yard line. Litton looking to run. Has the 30, has a first down, out of bounds, just shy of the 40. Litton looking to set up the screen, and that's caught by Tyree Brady, and a good sign for Marshall. Brady had missed virtually the entirety of the last 3 games. He's their #1 receiver. He's back. There are some injuries, though, to the receiving core. Willie Johnson is out. Nick Matthews is out, but Brady being back is big. Ryan Stonehouse to punt. Tyleek Foster to return. The freshman from Santa Ana, California, into the hands of Foster. They'll cut it back across the field. Foster might have a shot. Into Ram territory. Foster down the sideline. A touchdown. There is a question as to if he waved for a fair catch. So this is what happened moments ago. Tyleek Foster. And there is the invalid fair catch signal, but you make that signal, you cannot then return the punt.
I'm not sure if that was an invalid signal. It appeared to me as though he was using that left hand to gain balance. And here's why I say that, because if you call a fair catch as a returner, and I've done this in college, let me tell you, you're not going to make it that weak. You're taught to be very demonstrative. That seems like he was just trying to keep his balance, and watch him immediately take off. If you call a fair catch, you're not going to run. You're going to sit there and allow the official to protect you. I'm not so sure there if that was what he was trying to do.
So instead of an 82-yard punt return touchdown, Marshall starts inside its 20. Tyler King able to get 4 back. Chase Litton. And that one is caught by Ryan Yurachek. 42 consecutive games with a catch for Yurachek. That ties a school record. Stevens under pressure. He gets rid of that, incomplete.
I didn't see a wide receiver.
See a wide receiver there. I didn't see a flag either, and Stevens was in the pocket.
They're discussing it.
There's the flag.
It's a good call by the officials.
Intentional grounding, offense, number 7. Spotted the foul, lost it down, 3rd down.
And that's a mistake by Stevens. You don't expect that from a 5th-year senior, especially a guy with his football IQ.
Yeah, excellent pressure, though, from the Thundering Herd defense. As he has the time they originally developed this play, they're in max protect. They were trying to take a shot downfield with the play-action pass, but the pressure got to Stevens.
On the ground and devoured for a loss. They'll say the ball came out, but after Dawkins was down. 3rd and 11 for Colorado State. Stevens under pressure and sacked. Marquise Couch. And that is just the 9th sack given up by Colorado State all season. 4th down.
Outstanding job by the Thundering Herd defensive front. They only rushed 3 here, but they only needed 3, as 2 of the 3 guys got home base to the quarterback to take those shots. If not, you've got to be able to check the ball down and take what the defense is giving you.
This one is caught by Foster and a first down for Marshall. I thought, Ahmad, it was interesting that Colorado State told us they want Litton to take shots downfield, and the challenge for the Marshall coaches was getting Litton to take those 5-6 yard gains. As offensive coordinator Bill Legg told us, you don't go broke taking the profit.
I love it, and those are low percentage throws. And so you want to make sure that you can take the easy money and keep the chains moving like he did just there.
Colorado State in the first half without its leading tackler, Josh Watson, serving a first half suspension. That's Keon Davis moving the chains.
They're utilizing that athleticism to cut off the Colorado State Rams defenders.
Tunnel screen. And that is Obi Obialo for a gain of 10, a first down into Rams territory.
I mean, Colorado State's inability to sort out the blitzes that Marshall's bringing, then the quarterback's been off, so a quarter should be enough.
This one is caught by Brady. One man to beat. Brady is gone. 76 yards.
Beautifully thrown ball there from Marshall's quarterback, Chase Litton, at 6'6", 232 pounds, showing off his arm. Put that ball on the money in stride to Brady. Watch Litton here. He knew he had one-on-one on the outside edge, bump and run, and he goes to him, releases it quick enough.
Matthews this time dropped for a loss. Marshall converging in the backfield.
And he's delivered.
Matthews will feed him again, not much. Tackled by Jawan Young. Middle linebacker for Marshall. A transfer from Miami. He and Tyree Brady were roommates there. And I loved the line Chase told us. Yeah, basketball, they would dunk on me all day. Football, they did not mess with me. He was always bigger for his age.
He's well equipped with that cannon he's got on his right arm.
Reds this pass, and that is caught by Juracek, the tight end. Juracek's dad, Hunter, recently named the athletic director at Arkansas, was at Houston, and was a big part of the Hurricane Harvey relief efforts. Litton flips one downfield. Brady makes the catch, and Brady takes it into the red zone. Tyree Brady, well over 100 yards receiving in this first half.
Another outstanding throw from Chase Litton, and just showing off this big arm. Excellent post route there by Brady as he got on Sweet's feet and was able to create some separation.
Missed Tyree Brady on a couple of deep passes as well.
Over the middle, Juracek. Touchdown, Marshall.
Yeah, I asked offensive coordinator Bill Legg yesterday what Ryan Juracek meant to this offense. And he said this. He said, when we have him in the ball game, we can do so many things. Here you see him spread out from the line of scrimmage. He's got great ball skills. He can block.
He had 3 in his last game. He's got 1 today to put Marshall on top, and 26 receiving touchdowns for his Thundering Herd career. All right, Chris, 4:41 to go. First half tied at 14. Marshall and Colorado State. Here's Tyree Brady. He has been the offensive star of this first half. 4 catches now, and he's got 137 yards receiving. Davis into the open field. Keon Davis, it's a foot race. Breaks a tackle, touchdown, Marshall, 68 yards, a rumble by Davis.
Touchdown. 68-yard carry to the end zone.
What a run by Keon Davis.
15 minutes.
And I know we're on SportsCenter here. This guy's trying to get on the top 10. Watch the burst and acceleration. Shoo! And he completely takes off. And then the power at the end of the run, impressive. Nice body lean, control. And he took that one to the house. Davis with a dandy right into the end zone.
Yeah, they look at Tyler King as more of the home run threat. He's kind of their...
Stevens in trouble, and he is sacked by Blake Keller, his second of the year.
This was six-man pressure coming from the Thundering Herd. They got home base. Despite them leaving in the back Dalen Dawkins, which means they had 6 to block. It's the excellent effort here. He just goes unblocked. Nice job there from Marshall.
Marshall defensively has 3 sacks. Colorado State had given up only 8 all season. Stevens under pressure. Incomplete for Gallup. Marshall bringing the blitz.
Oh my, Chuck Heater has unleashed his defense, and they are applying pressure on the Rams at a rapid rate. This time bringing a 7-man pressure, and he dropped the guy off late, really confusing this offensive line.
Incomplete, 4th down. Marshall again getting in the backfield. It's Channing Hames. And the Herd will get it back with 54 seconds.
Marshall has an undersized front. So this is not a team that's going to be extremely strong at the point of attack, but what they do have is team speed. At that time, only rushing 3, and their speed and ability to be able to close on the quarterback is making Nick Stevens uncomfortable. That time there, the pressure led to an errant throw, and the defense, once again, with a stop.
Stevens sacked 3 times in the first half. Colorado State had given up only 8 sacks all season. And on 1st down, Dalen Dawkins stopped for a loss. Martese Johnson, the junior college transfer from Texas, made the stop. And with the ball, 1st and 10 from the 10. 1st down, Chase Slayton hands it off. Tyler King with a great move. King into space. No one in front. Will they catch him? They will not. 90 yards by King.
Oh my goodness. Tyler King having defenders leave laundry all over the field. The initial move to break was phenomenal. To create that space, set up the cut, and turned on the burners for a 90-yard touchdown.
The longest run in the history of the Gildan, New Mexico Bowl. PAT is good, and for Marshall, their calling card today has been the big play.
Yeah, they set this one up perfectly, and King there just bounced it outside, and Jake Schlager trying to come up and just completely whiffed on the tackle. And King high-stepping into the end zone. Excellent cut, great vision, smooth jump cut. And boy, the breakaway speed from these backs today. King getting a turn.
Is there one that jumps out to you?
No, not off the top of my head, but we've covered a few dandies down the stretch where you've seen last-second touchdowns.
Linton moves the pocket. He's got Juracek in the flat. And Ryan Juracek picks up 9 on first down.
Yeah, Juracek, when you watch him on film, does an excellent job of blocking and then releasing into his route on that delay. And that's exactly what happened there. And so if you're a safety, you're getting that read, you're reading him. Initially, you're thinking run, and then he slips out to the flat, and Chase is on the move, changing his launch point to him. Very difficult play to defend.
Keon Davis bounces off the tackler. And he's got a first down for Marshall. You know what's scary, Ahmad? You start to look at what Marshall has offensively. They've given up only 8 sacks all season with 3 redshirt freshmen on the O-line. Davis is back. Tyler King is back. Litton is back. They return most of their top receivers. This team is going to be awfully good next year.
Yeah, Conference USA better watch out.
How about Davis continuing to churn, and he picks up 8. Marshall only loses 12 seniors, and they will have a big junior class that's about to become seniors. 2 runs totaling 158 yards, a 90-yarder by King and a 68-yarder by Davis. How about Davis? So much wiggle, and he's finally stopped at the 30. Justin Sweet on the stop. Davis a little slow to get up.
Yeah, both King and Davis really have a knack for ducking it up inside and then springing out. Watch him here, just get him behind Juracek and his offensive lineman. And then he just really does a fine job of finding the space and picking up extra yardage.
Quite the impressive handshake as well. Brady on the slant, breaks a tackle. Another big play by Marshall. Tyree Brady on 2nd and 25, picks up 24, and it's 3rd and 1.
You know, for 2 teams that have tackled extremely well on the perimeter, today the Rams have struggled. And that's been the difference in some of the explosive plays for Marshall. We saw it with the run earlier with King. Now you come back, you've got this wrapped up. You've got 2 guys there, 3 guys that cannot drag the ball carrier down.
Runs through the city. Litton throwing on the run, completes far side, and that's a catch by Hyleek Foster, a senior from Gaffney, South Carolina.
And that wasn't a design quarterback run, but he extended the play with his feet, something this coaching staff has wanted him to do.
A 21-yard field goal by Vedvik is good. You know, he can make one from 50 with his left foot.
Amazing.
This kid had a 92-yard punt earlier this season. He punts, he place kicks, he handles kickoffs. Came over from Norway, spent a year in Kansas as an exchange student. Grew up watching the Super Bowl in Norway and became enamored with American football. Wanted to be a wide receiver, but he ended up going to a kicking camp in Texas while he was stateside, and he hit a 70-yard field goal. And as much as they would like to use him as wide receiver, they said, hey, you've got a home and potentially an earning future as a kicker. But the coaching staff talked about him. Doc Holliday said he's a tremendous athlete. He's not your typical kicker.
Not at all.
And there's video of him online with his right foot. Listen, he's made one from 70, but with his left foot, he can nail one from 50.
That is amazing. I mean, and the coaching staff told us that they thought this kid could run a 4.5.
Well, that's Vedvik putting one in the end zone, and this is pregame. Roddy was down on the field. He saw this. Vedvik before the game. Look where this ball is. From the 50-yard line.
It's incredible, and we are at altitude, so that helps a little bit, but I think that this guy could do it anywhere. And it's funny that when we talked to Doc Holliday, and we said, how did he get here? Doc said, we went to some of these kicking gurus, and we said, who's the guy with the strongest leg? they pointed to Corey Vedvik, and he ended up being a Marshall Thundering Herd member of the team.
He was a soccer player, a track star growing up. Clark canceled. After the first down, Stevens. There's the screen pass, and Dawkins upended. Malik Gant. And Stevens is down. But their defense has held one of the top offenses in the country in check. One more look again as Stevens comes off the field. That might be the head, might be the shoulder. J.C. Robles is the new quarterback. Stevens getting loose on the sideline. It's Nick Stevens' final game in a Colorado State uniform. Dietrich Clark, nothing doing. And it brings up a 3rd and long. This Marshall defense, since about the midway point of the second quarter, has really taken control. A booming punt by Vedvik. No fair catch, and B.C. Johnson pays the price.
Yeah, great coverage, and when you have that rugby-style punt, it allows your coverage to get downfield.
A 57-yard boom. Clark in motion. He's got 2 touchdowns. Stevens out of the hands of Clark and incomplete. That was nearly disastrous. Stevens continues to take big hits.
Here's the quarterback hit. We talked to Haley Stevens, his wife, earlier. Hopefully she'll have a bag of ice waiting for this guy. He has endured some big hits today from the Thundering Herd as they came clean once again and applied the pressure. Ryan B., the outstanding nose tackle at 6'7", 280 pounds, applying the pressure.
A 4-man rush, nearly intercepted by Jackson. And if he comes up with that, that's 6 the other way. A 3-man rush. Here's Dawkins. He's been bottled up today, and he finds no room. He lost 2, and it's 4th down.
I question this call here because I think your defense is playing well. Maybe you punt this one down the field and try to pin them and flip the field.
Oh, go for it. 4th and 12. Stevens under pressure, and he's dropped. Channing Hames with the sack. Those 2 D tackles, B and Hames, 6'7" and 6'5", the pillars of Hercules on that Marshall defensive line.
Have exploded through them, applying pressure, hits, making it very uncomfortable for Stevens, and on 4th down, coming up big.
DB's off the line for Marshall. Stevens sacked for the 5th time. That's Couch. Frankie Hernandez in the backfield as well.
That was a 7-man pressure. They are bringing it, and they are not bashful right now about getting after the quarterback. They've had success. You just talked about it, Anish, getting to the quarterback now.
Near sideline, Juracek. Bumped out of bounds. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. Juracek motions. Juracek out of the backfield and leaps ahead. He's got a 1st down.
When I said they needed to cover him, it was like Bill Legg knew that that's what they were trying to do, and so he motions them back to his left, slides them back underneath, which makes it incredibly difficult for the defense to track him. This is brilliant play calling here from offensive.
It just started it in 2006, and the last time the Rams We're in Albuquerque for a bowl game. They trailed 35-13 going into the fourth. Rallied to beat Washington State. Stevens is hit. That is a live ball. Marshall has it. There is a flag down.
Holding. Defense. Number 11. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Stevens passes batted down. Stevens comes up with it and is subdued behind the line of scrimmage. Marshall comes up with the big defensive play. Davon Durant batted it down.
What a play. Oh my goodness. And despite this being a young team, it's the redshirt senior from Greenwood, South Carolina, at 6'2", 242 pounds, might have just made the play of the game for the Thundering Herd. Just great awareness. He knew he couldn't get back to the quarterback.
Rams out of timeouts. Expecting the run. Litton to the air. Dumps it off for Yurachek. Yurachek picks up a first down.
It was a safe throw and a play that they've used 3 times on their third down packages. 2 for conversions. 1 was a 4th down stop. And they went back to the well. And why not go to your tight end? Listen, if this guy was 6'5", 6'4", we'd be talking about him as one of the more dominant tight ends in college football. He's got great ball skills, excellent blocker, and he just sealed the game for the Thundering Herd.
Doc Holliday is about to go to 5-0 in bowl games as a head coach. Marshall is about to go to 11-2 all-time in bowl games. And this would be Marshall's 6th consecutive bowl win. That is the longest active streak in the FBS.
Wow.
Tonight's Capital One player of the game, Tyree Brady, missed virtually the entirety of the last 3 games. Comes back today. 6 catches, 165 yards, including a long touchdown reception. He's back next year. So many of the pieces for Marshall return next season. Pay attention to the Thundering Herd. They told us next year begins today. They've got a chance to be one of the best group of 5 teams in the country in 2018.
Agreed, Anish.
Marshall holds off a furious late rally by Colorado State, and the Thundering Herd are your winners in the 2017 Gildan New Mexico Bowl.